and I'm live from Gloucester, from England. And today I am with you all with another topic. And today it's about what makes you cry. Now, it may seem like I am crying today, but however, I'm not. And I might sneeze a few times during this class. I hope I don't, because I have what we call allergies. Sniffles and sneezing that happens. I can't control it, unfortunately, but I'm looking forward to hearing your answers and for you to share with us your emotions and your stories. So let's start off with Arush. Arush, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
My name is Arush Kumar. I study in class 4F. My school name is Delhi Public School, University, Kolkata. And my favorite hobbies are playing, singing, and dancing. Thank you.
Thank you, Arush. So Arush, what did you do today? What have you been up to?
Today, first I woke up in the morning at 7 o'clock. Then I was playing. After that, I got ready for my classes. After my classes, I was watching some videos. Then I slept for one and a half hour.
Mm-hmm.
Half an hour. then I then I woke up. Then I joined 6:30 to 7:30 online classes. Then I'm joining class now. Thank you. After this class,
Excellent.
I will just do dinner and just go to sleep.
Very good, very good. Okay, thank you very much, Arush. And what about today's topic? What makes you cry?
Whenever my like for example, lots of people when they don't just accept my in whenever like for example I said you to bring some
Mhm.
bring some juice for me and you just said no I will not drink, so I will start to cry like that.
Okay, and and what? Why? Why? Can you explain why you just start to cry?
Because if no one will give me my like if I want something by my choice and like my mother is saying that no you need to take, like I'm selecting black t-shirt but my mother is forcing me no take blue t-shirt, yellow t-shirt, orange t-shirt, but I want black, so on that time I just started to cry because I want black color only and it is my favorite color. So
Mm.
black and red is my favorite color.
Now, I am going to ask you something a bit personal, okay? Are you crying because you don't get your way, or because you feel that you're not allowed to express yourself?
Both.
Both. And do you think it's okay to cry every time you don't get your way?
No, we should not go every time cry. If we cry every time, so in the whole life we will cry only. We should not cry that much, like not 100%. We should do 20 or 23%.
Okay,
Just
let's
we should
imagine
cry
now.
only 23% in our life.
Now let's imagine, Arish, let's imagine that your mum says, for example, you must go to bed at 9 o'clock tonight. Okay, but
Yes.
you don't want to go to bed at 9 o'clock. Will you
No,
cry?
no, I'm not cry on that time because well, like we can sleep in the night. We sleep in the night only after 9 or at 9 only.
Okay, so you're not crying because you know you will get your way.
Yes. Like I can also say 9:30 because I will ask. I will take the permission from my mother first. If she says no, then I will just accept her invitation and I will go to sleep.
Okay, so you don't cry because you know that if you cry, mummy will let you do what you want. You don't cry because of that.
Yes, like every time I sleep at 10 o'clock only or 11 o'clock.
Oh, so you do cry to get what you want?
No, ma'am. Like after
No.
this, I just I just do my dinner and everything. So on that time I can't sleep. Like right now I have not did my dinner. After this class will end, the whole class till 9 o'clock. Then I will just do my dinner, study a bit.
Okay.
Then I will go to sleep.
Okay, but then why do you cry when your mum doesn't let you wear a particular top? She tells you wear the yellow one. Why does it make you so sad?
Sometimes I want, that is my wish, that I want that only. I don't want any something else.
Okay, and what
I
else
want
makes
that.
you cry? So what else makes you cry? So we have your top when you don't choose your own top and mummy chooses the top she wants you to do. What else makes you cry?
Sometimes like you might have heard in movies there are lots of emotional scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever we just go to a movie, whenever there is an emotional scene, on that time I never cry. I just change my seat. I just go at the really back seat, not the
Okay.
front, the back seat, like the really back seat. I just change my seat on that time, and then when that emotional scene just not coming on that time, when the emotional scene is finished, so I
Mm-hmm.
will just go on my seat where I was sitting before. I do every
Okay.
time that only. Or if I see anything like something is
Mm-hmm.
happening or someone is, and like ma'am, you might have heard in YouTube, like I have heard in YouTube, like in the movies which you see the car has blast or the car crash,
Mm-hmm.
those like the real car they make a duplicate car for the movies only. They don't use
Okay.
they don't use the showroom car. They say to the company, I want a duplicate car of this car. That's why in movies you might have not seen the logos on the car,
I see.
because the companies make duplicate.
Okay, and this doesn't make you cry.
You know, in car
No.
crashes I never cry.
All right. Okay.
Like whenever I told you, whenever I see the emotional scene or something, I never
Mm-hmm.
cry. I just change my seat, or I just
Nice.
go outside and just take a small walk for 2 minutes,
I see.
like
So
a dog.
when things upset you, you try and go somewhere else.
Yes.
I understand. Okay. Thank you very much, Aruj. You're welcome. Try to catch Aruj there to see what he's doing, why he's crying about certain things. Okay, let's move on to Bisman. Bisman, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day, please?
Good evening, everyone. I am Visman. I am from Bhubaneswar. I study in class 8 Loyola School, and
Mm-hmm.
my hobbies are to play outdoor games. And my today's day was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a really casual day. Nothing special was happened, but yeah, it was enjoyable. And
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow is my book distribution day, so tomorrow I would be getting my book. So I was just having a look on what all books I would be getting, any subjects added. So, like in class 7 and 8, we don't have any addition of subjects. So, it was pretty good, and it was a really enjoyable day.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, so what I'd like you to discuss now is about what makes you cry. Okay, so can you tell me, Bisman, what is it that makes you cry and why do you think it makes you cry?
So, I'm not at all a emotional kind of person. I don't cry much. I get irritated fast. Like crying is really less in my whole day. I cry like if someone forces me to do a lot of things. Suppose I am studying or doing anything what I like, and someone again and again disturbs me, and that's I feel like crying. So most of the time I don't cry, but I get irritated. So
Mm.
basically the whole day, like once or twice I get irritated, but I don't cry much. So it's nothing particular I cry on. So it's like I cry on really like it's nothing particular on which I cry. Like if someone is against my wish or someone is against what I'm doing, so I cry.
So if someone goes against what you're doing, how can you give us an example? What do you mean by against your wish or
Yes.
against what you're doing?
Suppose I'm watching a video, everyone going against me that don't do it, don't, and two or three like two or three family members making a group and start screaming at me, don't do this, and then I start crying. That and when people disturb me doing something.
Okay, but why do you cry when people tell you don't do this or don't do that?
I, when it's my own pleasure time, when it's my time when I do whatever I want, still everyone has their own opinion. So and no one has asked them their opinion. Still they give their. When it's my own, it's my free time. I can do anything what I want. Still everyone has objections in it, or everyone gives their opinion when not asked. So I feel like I get irritated and start crying.
I see. Okay, so your crying comes from a place of like frustration and anger because you don't like being controlled.
Yes, ma'am. Like I've seen most of the people cry when they are like very happy or when they're really very sad, and with anger also many start crying. So
Okay.
I miss basically cry when I'm angry.
Okay, and what is the result? I mean, do people then stop and let you do what you want? Do
No, they feel like I cry for no reason and they still continue to do.
I see? Okay. Um, so do you think there's something more productive than crying in that situation?
You should say them that not to say me again. It's wrong. So it's like if they are adult, you feel like it's wrong at
Mhm.
that moment. But later on, when you think that I could do something really productive, like instead of crying, so I feel like I should say them that it's my free time. I have the whole rights to do what I want.
Mm,
Instead of interrupting in my free time, you should utilize your free time.
excellent. Very good. Well done.
Okay.
Okay, good. Well done. Okay, let's go on to Shamili now. Hi, Shamili.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, Shamili, can you please introduce yourself to everyone and tell us a bit about your day?
Okay, so I am Chandini Khatwani and I'm 19 years old. I am pursuing my BCom this year from SS Khanna Girls Degree College, and I'm from Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh, India. And my hobbies are playing video games, interacting with people, dancing, and singing. And for today's day, it was a very busy day for me because I have to wake up at 8 and then go for my college. Then my students came. Then I had my online class. Then I took a nap for 1 hour and then joined my dance class. And I'm here now.
Excellent. Okay, very good. And can you tell me now, what is it that makes you cry?
Actually, I'm a very emotional person. Like I need reasons to cry on. And very particularly, I cry when I'm like sitting and just having the thought and revising my whole day what I did. So I just having those special and the a small moments where I feel like okay, I should not do towards those person. Act very rudely towards that person. I had a very strong feeling about it, and I used to cry. And like if I'm seeing an emotional scene in the movie or in a song, then I used to cry. And if someone had hurt me, then I will not cry in before that person. When the person is gone and I'm sitting
Mm.
alone, then I will cry.
So do you think you cry because you told me when you think about your day, so do you think you cry about your day because you've done something wrong to someone or something you don't feel like was right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you the same question now. Okay, you're crying because you feel bad, but do you think that is the most productive way of dealing with your emotions?
Yes, because crying is the only thing which shows that we are full of emotions, and it's good
Mm-hmm.
to flow with that, like let go with all those bad things which we are
Mm-hmm.
going through. It is a good thing to cry, to feel something, to feel bad about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good and it's very productive to do it. I think so personally.
It's a release. Yes, it is it's a release of emotion, which is good not to
Yes,
keep it held up. I
yes.
agree with that. But what do you do after crying? Do you
Uh,
try and resolve the
Yes,
issue?
yes, it's because like I have to just when I just stop crying and I just make up my mind, I will go to that person and just apologize to them and let ask them what should I now do after getting hurt, yeah, after doing something like that. What else can I do to make you happy?
Excellent, excellent. Very good, very good. And can you give us an example from your daily life where you've just burst out in tears and tell us the reason why?
Okay,
A
so like
memorable one.
for today only, I had like when I came to college and came back home from college,
Mm-hmm.
my mother is shouting, "Okay, now don't lay down, just have your food, don't just go and eat that rubbish, all those stuff like packets, chips, packets and all." So I just eat my packet and I just shouted at my mother like, give me some time. I'm really tired. I will not eat that like healthy food because it's not
Mm-hmm.
so tasty. I want to eat those all the things. So my mother like, okay, do whatever you want to, and she just went on. When after having like the online class, then I thought about it, and it was very rude towards her. So I just apologized to her and asked and give her a hug and kisses and ask her to okay, I will do this. It's just but please don't get angry with me.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Shamili. I hope you
Thanks a
have
lot.
a good rest of the evening with no crying.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, so now let's move on to Sanjana. Hi, Sanjana.
Hi, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine. What about you, ma'am?
I'm good, thank you. So, Sanjana, can you please tell us a bit about um, can you tell us a bit about yourself, please, and introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Sanjana. I'm from Tamil Nadu, Perambalur. I'm I'm studying in 7th standard in
Uh-huh.
Raj Vidya Bhavan Metric Higher Secondary School. My in Thurayur. My hobbies are drawing, painting, and reading books.
Excellent, very good. And can you tell me now, what did you do today?
Today, I'm wake up at 5:30 a.m. In my school, that is an order, ma'am. So that I
Yes.
wake up at 5:30 a.m. and I do
Mm-hmm.
my all the works and I ready for my school and I went to school
Mm-hmm.
and I in school there is a test. I attend all test. After
Okay.
that, I came home and I eat dinner,
Mm-hmm.
snack, and I joined your class, ma'am. And I do homeworks.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay, so can you tell me now a bit about what makes you cry?
And when time someone hurts me, that time
Mm-hmm.
I feel sad, I cry, and I do any wrong things. Uh, I do I I have a negative thought. That time I cry.
Mm-hmm.
I I haven't. I'm not do anything. I'm not achieve anything. That like I'm thinking. I have a
Mm-hmm.
negative think. That time I'm feel cry and in I'm inspired in drawing. My family members said you don't draw. You cannot draw that. Like my family members
Mm-hmm.
said that like I cry, ma'am.
So when someone says something negative to you, you feel hurt, and it's that hurt that causes you to cry.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how can you protect yourself a bit from that hurt? What can you do?
Mama, I do all the things perfect, and I said that I love drawing. Or where you said that you don't draw that like
Mm-hmm.
I draw. I in all the times I draw that like I said, ma'am.
Okay, okay, so that helps you deal with it.
Yes, after I'm going to out and I and I felt lonely that time. I can feel happy.
Okay, good, excellent. Thank you very much, Sanjana.
Welcome, ma'am.
Okay, next we have Sonny. Hi, Sonny.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. What about you?
I'm good, thank you. So, Sonny, can you please introduce yourself to everyone and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Soni Hasuhani. I am from Satna, MP. I am post-graduated. I am 22-year-old. I'm taking tuition classes at my home. And if I talk about today's day, so it was a pretty good day and little bit tidy day because I am starting my new classes from April. So I have to be prepared from right now. So I'm going market and purchase so many things for painting classes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why this day for my for tidy day for me. And
Okay.
today's topic, the mostly the person who are very closest to me, that makes me emotional. And first of all, as compared to men, women are much more emotional because they are crying. And on the other hand, in my case, I am suggesting that when I am not when I am full of anger, but I can't
Mm-hmm.
show my anger to other person, so I just crying, I just start crying. That's my frustration, so I just start crying, and then my brother, my mom say, why are you crying, what's problem? So this type of effect. So my brother always said to me that stop crying. Crying is the weakness of every girl, so you don't need to cry and stay strong always, because not every person in the surrounding always support you. Some are always be push you, some are always be demotivate you, so you have to be strong. Thank you, ma'am.
I see. Very good. So, do you feel that crying is making you weak?
Yes, ma'am. I feel that crying is making me weak because I am too much emotional girl. Every little mishappening, I just start crying. When my result came, so I start crying. I pass, I start crying. All the happiness, all the sadness, why I start crying, I don't know, but this happened.
You're not sure why this happens. It's just emotions just make you cry.
Yes, that emotion, that every moment that makes me cry.
Okay, okay. And do you feel like this is making you weak? And is that you said you cry even about family? What do you mean about close ones? Why do you cry about close ones?
Like when my mom scolded me for my mistake, or when
Mhm.
I did some mistake, then she scolded me, so I start crying, why you scolded me? And after a few hour, I realized that yes, I did mistake, that's why she scolded me, so why I start crying? And I just go to my mom and said sorry, okay, all matter is sorted. But the cry movement makes me weakest, that's why I choose that crying is the biggest weakest. We don't have to be cry. Yes, sometimes we can't control our emotion, but sometimes we have to be stay strong.
Absolutely. My
Yes.
goodness. Okay. You really do cry loads.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sonny. And next we have Navya. Hi, Navya.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi, Navya. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and tell us what makes you cry?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Navya Agarwal. I study in class 7 in Calcutta, and my day was good as the as my mom said that we had some chores to do, and I was preparing for tomorrow as I have my school tomorrow. So that's all I did today.
Okay, very good. And can you tell me what is it that makes you cry?
Ma'am, personal comments from my friends or any other uncle or any of my family members whenever they tell me
Mhm.
something that is a bit personal, like about my hobbies, which I really like, but my family doesn't know about it, and they insult about it. So that makes me cry.
Okay, why? Why does it make you cry?
Because it makes me feel like they don't care about the fact that I have a hobby, and just because they don't like see me practicing it, they think that I don't do it. So everything doesn't really need to happen in front of their eyes. So it makes me cry about the fact that they don't care about my hobbies or my life. That's why.
Do you think that they really don't care though?
Maybe because like they are out half of the day, and when they
Mm-hmm.
come they eat their meals and then they go to sleep. So in that short interval of time they ask me what I did. So I tell them about my hobby, and then they when I try to say that
Mm.
I was playing for a lot of hours, but they were saying that yes, you're just saying that. So it's hard to believe that because I'm not practicing in front of them. So it makes me cry.
I see. Okay, well, thank you very much for sharing that with us. And how
Yeah,
do you
thank
think you can help yourself?
Ma'am, because I know myself that I am practicing. I love that hobby. So why will I like after crying, I try to tell myself that I am practicing, I'm passionate about it, so I will do it. Just because of some comments, I can't stop doing that. So that's the way I recover.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, next we have Riaz. Hi, Riaz.
Yes, tell me.
Hello, can you introduce yourself to everyone and tell us what makes you cry? Hello, Riaz.
Tell me. I'm
Yes.
hearing.
Can you introduce yourself and tell us
Ye-
what makes you cry?
yes, ma'am. Myself is Riyaz. I'm from Kashmir. I'm a senior pharmacist. I am running my pharmacy himself. I have done my pharmacy in 2007. Now I am running my pharmacy. I'm doing well in this regard. Now I have to need to talk English language very well because all the patients, all the tourists comes here in Kashmir. I cannot understand what they have to need and what they says me and what they have to need of medicines. Now, when I talk to him, her, I cannot reveal properly my language because I know English very well, but I cannot reveal, uh, I cannot understand properly. And finally, my pronunciation is also very weak. Now, I want to learn this language more and more because I'm interested. Because all my patients, they are knowing English very well. They comes from Delhi, Mumbai, Maharashtra, each and every places they come towards in Kashmir in seasonally. Now I have to need to understand this language and I am interested to learn more and more
Okay.
because I
Oh,
am stuck in or at home. Now I have to urge, I have to need to learn French as well as in tennis, basic, advanced, and all needs in my life.
excellent. Okay, Riaz, can you tell us before the class finishes, what is it that makes you cry?
Yes,
What makes you cry?
because I have I have patience to learn this language. This is the cause because I am crying.
Mhm.
Yes,
Okay, so it is this impatience makes you cry.
yes. Actually, I am pressured, but I urgent need to learn this language. If you are interested to give me some time, I will do each and everything because I have a urgent need to learn this language.
Okay, and
That is your most kindness.
so if this impatience makes you really frustrated and cry, how can you help it? How can you stop yourself from crying every time?
You give me some time, I can talk to you each and every day. Give me some time in a whole day. I am free. I am at pharmacy now. I will develop this language step by step.
Okay, so with practice and time, you think you will be more patient and stop being so emotional.
Yes, only to talk, only to talk, only to
Okay.
discuss, only to read newspapers is major thing in this platform.
Okay. Okay, very good, Riaz. Thank you very much.
Yes, I am thankful of you that I request
Thank
you,
you.
humble request you that you give me some time. I will talk to you every day, only 10 minutes. Uh, However, I can reveal my language. I can understand the pronunciation very well.
Absolutely. So every day, don't worry, you can come to class, and I will make sure that I will give you more time. I'm sorry, you entered at the very end there, but I will, as soon as I see you, I always try and give everyone a good amount of time, but sometimes unfortunately we run out, especially towards the end. When students come in at the end, I'm like, I would have set the wrong time for everyone then. So but if you can come on time, guys, that's best, because I will go boom, 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 and divide the time by for you equally, because otherwise I'm stuck. I would have given everyone equal time, and then two of you come in, and I'm like, so it's best to try and come on time as much as possible. Just Um, but thank you for joining anyway, and I'm glad I could give you some time there. And thank you all for sharing with me why you cry. And I hope that this has been a very good situation where you can release your emotions and not cry tonight. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Hope you have a good evening. Thank you.